He makes like on streets confrontation videos, and he always ends it with like a zinger where he's like, but the animals, and then everyone's like, oh, you're right, the animals.
We got a couple dimwits here, so strap in, get comfortable, because yeah. So a few days ago, apparently Keto Connect has exposed Earthling Ed, or they're using Bobby's perspective as a reference to expose Earthling Ed, because, you know, Ed Winters himself is apparently, he's a fraud, according to, you know, Bobby's perspective, who Keto Connect is using as a reference. You know, all this vegan stuff, all this, this movement towards veganism, it's all a hoax.
There's this channel, it's called Bobby's Perspective. I told you about this, right?
Yeah.
I'll link his channel below and these videos, but he's a person who's now doing a carnivore diet. He was doing a vegan diet. There's a lot of these people. Extremes.
Let's begin with this. Bobby's Perspective, Bobby or whatever numbnuts name is an idiot. He's a complete fucking jackass, that guy. And he's an extremist. Yes, I would agree there. He's an extremist, but he's just a complete asshole. Like, he's just so stupid. He's what I call a complete dimwit. And these Keto Connect people, these two, this female and this dude, are using Bobby as a resource, as, you know, as a reference. This anti-vegan dumb shit who's just seeking attention. I mean that alone should tell you something.
Vegan YouTuber, right?
Yeah, it's exposing this person. His name is Earthling Ed. He's done TED Talks. He's just really running the game. Yeah, he's spoken at like Cambridge, Oxford, Harvard, like promoting his message. And
okay, these speeches that Earthling Ed has done at Cambridge and TED Talks and Oxford and the different colleges, Yale, wherever, on the speeches that he does on the streets, the conversations that he has with people, these are not his, this is not his message. It is the message. Veganism is the way to go. Animal exploitation is not necessary. It's a needless act that should have never occurred in modern society today and needs to be abolished today. It's not his message, it's not his beliefs, it is the beliefs that we all share. These two dimwits are just suffering with a horrible case of cognitive dissonance, or their egos are so inflated to the point where they can't realize that they're just speaking these words to protect their own egos. Veganism is the way to go once they decide to pop their heads out of their own asses.
basically, he has this 3-part documentary series where he kind of uncovers the fact that this guy is basically just a plant. He's an actor. He makes like on streets confrontation videos, and he always ends it with like a zinger where he's like, but the animals, and then everyone's like, oh, you're right, the animals.
What is this zinger talk? What the heck is this zinger talk? Earthling Ed doesn't use zingers. He speaks to people like a regular person. And you can view his channel and you can see exactly what he does. He has regular conversations with people and makes them realize the atrocities that they're paying tribute to. I mean, it just goes to show you how intelligent these two dimwits are. They're using Bobby's perspective. Bobby's perspective. That idiot. I don't go nowhere near that dumbass's channel or any of the other carnivore dimwits, because I don't want to waste their time, and I don't want to give them any attention, because that's all they're doing. They're just there to give them to get attention. And this dimwit right here fell right into it. A 3-video series by that dimwit, by that, like, the king of the dimwits, if you ask me.
But it's really staged. He went to film school, changed his name, like just a lot of weird, deceptive stuff. He runs a not-for-profit cafe that is actually for-profit. It's just like super unethical.
Where's his proof that this is all staged and that he went to film school and the non-for-profit is actually an LLC and all this crap? Where's the proof? These are just words coming out of his mouth. And even if he did go to film school, so what? So what? I studied film in high school. So what? I went to a university and I got a technology degree. I was also a United States Marine. Does that discredit me being a fucking vegan or anyone else? I mean, what the heck is this? This is so stupid. Look at the amount of bias that is going into this dipshit here. It's just infuriating. And in regards to Earthling Ed's nonprofit, even if it isn't a nonprofit, again, so what? He's running a restaurant. Who gives a damn? I don't care whether it's a nonprofit or he's a billionaire selling vegan food. He's running a business. He's running a damn business, and he happens to be a vegan, and he believes in veganism because it is the way, because he does too. We all do. No one believes in actual animal exploitation unless you're a fucking sociopath. And then he wants to talk about being super unethical. I mean, I'm not going to go deep into this because my boy Red Pill Vegan already tore this guy apart. Link to his video will be in the description box down below. You want to talk about being unethical as this dude is chewing on butter? Apparently he doesn't realize where that butter came from. You know, from the infected udders of a raped and abused cow that had her baby taken away from her so that he could enjoy some disgusting butter. Which, by the way, what the fuck, dude? Who the hell just eats butter like that? Fucking disgusting. I about threw up when I saw that shit.
And the thing that really tipped me off to being like, this guy's just in it for the money, for the fame, is he filmed a documentary. They like broke into a place where animals were being harmed, right? Or they perceived that the animals were harmed. And I think the animals were actually being mistreated. Instead of reporting it to the authorities so they could step in so no more animals got injured, he filmed it in his documentary, which was released 2 years later. All the while, this same place is torturing animals for 2 years.
Yeah, he kept that secret.
So check out this guy's docu-series. It's pretty good. It needs to be out there. It needs to be.
And this whole talk that Earthling Ed didn't notify the authorities in regards to filming his documentary, how does he know that he didn't? And regardless, even if he did notify the authorities, would anything happen? Because this is standard practice across the board. I know we all like to live in this fantasy fairyland and rainbows and butterflies and animals and everything is great. And no animals went through any pain. They just miraculously ended up in some, a package in the supermarket that I just buy. It just magically happened there. No, they just magically showed up there. No animal had its throat sliced or was shoved into a cage the majority time of its life, or had a fucking arm shoved up its ass so that it can be impregnated. No, these are all just fairy tales, and none of this is happening. Absolutely not. Chickens aren't being boiled alive, or baby chicks aren't being grinded up to pieces because those are just unethical practices. Those aren't real practices. Again, even if Earthling Ed did speak to the authorities, would anything have happened? Probably not. And how do you know he didn't? This is just propaganda bullshit. So that's about it, guys. This really upset me when I saw this. Apparently, I heard about this from Red Pill Vegan, and apparently Red Pill Vegan heard this from one of his viewers that let him know. So shout out to that viewer. Whoever you are, much appreciated. Either way, I didn't watch the whole video because I about almost punched a fist through my computer listening to these two dimwits talk about Earthling Ed like he's some scumbag. I mean, and here are these two scumbags promoting, exploitation and a shitty diet that's going to end up getting people fat and sick because, bro science is the way to go. So let me know what you guys think. I know I was a little bit more aggressive on this one, a little bit more passionate in this one, but I can't help this crap. I can't help when people talk crap like this. I really can't, and I think this stuff needs to stop. I appreciate every single one of you. Please feel free to let me know what you think in the comment sections down below. You guys know who I am. I'm the Natural Hawk, so I want to thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for the next one.